I'm meaning that I know. I'm an aviation investigator, and I like do international auditing. My credit, even my credit, is rated at $1 billion. So if I'm going to make this deal with them today, because I'm here, I just talked to the dealer. We negotiated where I gave them my business information, and like I said, the way I operate is totally different. So what I'm saying is, if I'm going to be the primary 100%, but I'm claiming the instrument, like that instrument that I'm going to sign. I know, I don't know if you know this part of it, but I know that Mercedes Finance, and I don't know the exact step and process, but I know through money and finance of the government, they securitize the instrument. So I'm saying I want to claim the securities on that instrument as the primary as well. And I don't know if this is the sales guy. Basically, I was just talking to him, and he was just saying, we use Mercedes Finance, and I said, well, I would like to talk to the finance company because I would like to claim ownership in the instrument that I'm going to sign. Because in the United States, basically, they take that instrument that I sign here at Mercedes and make the deal with you guys. They're going to take that under Money and Finance 31 CFR 328. And they're going to make a restricted endorsement, or it even says somebody may put an endorsement over my signature under blank endorsements of the Maryland state law and the federal law. So the only thing I was telling the sales guy is, before I make this contract and sign it, I want full disclosure. And they basically said I would have to talk to you guys. And so I didn't know if you have a corporate number, or if you have a legal department that I could talk to, because I just don't want to be discriminated. And since I know, not everybody knows this, but since I know it, I have the right to invoke it, before I sign a contract.
So, of course, that's understanding that's where you're coming from. So I do know that with every vehicle that we either lease or loan, sir, until the vehicle is fully paid off, we would still have our vehicle on a title, just knowing that we have the interest in it. Now, I do know that.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about that. I know all that. Like, you'd have I'm saying that this is like an investment contract. If I gave Mercedes my social security number, all my information, and then you guys are a lien holder on it, what I'm trying to figure out, who's claiming the ownership of the instrument? Is it the dealership, or is it you guys? Because I want to claim interest in the investment in the instrument, the chattel property, basically.
We were shown that we are parking owners on that vehicle while you're making the payment when it is a loan, sir. And then once you finish paying off the loan itself, we would give you a lien release that shows we no longer have any interest in that vehicle itself. And as long as the contract is reading as live, we would have to, have documentation showing that we do know interest in that vehicle.
No, that's perfectly fine. What I'm saying, though, is like on the contract that I signed, what the sales guy wanted me to call you guys for is, I don't want to waive security interest, like, meaning if there's extra, because what you might not, I don't know if you know this or not, but there's two ends of the bookkeeping. There's a journal and a ledger. Like, I run a big business like this too. And basically, if I make this transaction with Mercedes today, and I decide to go with Mercedes-Benz Financial, which they've already pretty much approved me, then what I'm saying is, I want to claim ownership in any sale of my intellectual property, or if Mercedes Financial is going to go take this financial instrument and securitize it in any way, or hypothecate it and get any money up front. I'm just claiming the securities on the back end of that. And they basically said I needed to call and talk to somebody with you guys if I was going to do that.
You want to claim security on the vehicle?
No, security not on the vehicle, on the contract agreement that we signed. Basically on the contract agreement we signed, I want to claim my security interest in any proceeds exceeding the amount of debt. So let's say you guys, you got the automobile I'm looking at today is like $59,000 something. I'm in Maryland at the dealership. The automobile is like $59,000. what I'm explaining to them is my credit's been approved, but what I'm explaining is if I sign this contract, I'm claiming all security interest exceeding $1 from that contract. That's what and they said, well, you need to talk to the financial department. And that's what I was telling them. I would like to speak with the financial, management or whoever, because if I just sign this today at the dealership, they're just going to give it to you guys like normal. And then they're going to try to tell me I need to talk to an attorney or somebody if I want to negotiate the security interest outside of that. So I'm saying before I sign the contract, under Maryland state law and United States banking law, I have the right to ask you guys. They didn't even give me the correct credit form. Under Title 12, CFR 1002, it says there's a C1 form for credit, and then there's for an actual credit application, it's an open-end credit or closed credit, and they couldn't even tell me if you guys knew if it was closed-end or open-end. So that was something that was a red flag to me, because I really want to purchase the automobile today, but I want to make sure I know who I'm dealing with first, that I can make the claim of an instrument as well as the automobile. And then you guys are perfectly fine having, like you said, I know you guys are going to still have interest in the lien, but I'm saying I want interest in the proceeds if they exceed the amount of the debt. Like, so say the car today is $59,000, and then your financial company makes $79,000 or $89,000 on the investment from the paper. I'm claiming security interest in everything exceeding your administrative fees, time, material, and cost. I'm not waiving security interest. Like 90% of these people that signed the card today, they're going to waive all security interest. I'm just calling to figure out a way where I can negotiate not waiving the security interest with you guys.
So I do believe that would be handled with the dealership in itself, sir. I do know that the dealership only will contact us. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, Mr. Joshua, with your permission, I'm going to place you on a brief hold. I want to go ahead and see if we handle placing the claim on security for the
instrument. Figure that. And I really appreciate you, because I thought it was the dealer. My daughter used to work for Wells Fargo, and she used to tell me, Dad, we send the security interest back to the dealership. But I was talking to the dealer, and I'm very professional, but I have all my banking stuff even. Like, I even have a certificate from Experian. I got a certificate from the Secretary of State. If you could put me on hold and figure that out, I really appreciate that.
So, yeah, I'll definitely look into that for you, Mr. Joshua. I'm going to go ahead and place you on that brief hold. I'll be with you momentarily, okay?
All right, thank you.
So very much for I do apologize about that whole time. So I was talking with one of my team leads, sir, and for the security claim on the instrument, since that is something that is handled at the time of signing, that is handled by the dealership in itself. We do no contract editing or confirming. We only receive the contract as it's signed at the dealership.
Okay.
That security claim on the instrument itself would be handled by the dealership. Now, if the dealership continues to give you the runaround, sir, what we would do is we would then contact MBUSA customer service, and what I can do for you today is I can provide you that number, sir.
Yeah, could you give me because I'm not one of these sovereign citizens. I really appreciate you for looking it up. I looked it up under law that the law said actually on the face of the instrument I could circle and say that I'm a co-owner and they're an owner, I'm a co-owner, and then on the back of it I claim that security interest. But like you said, it happens at the dealership, and I even read in the law that it said I could give them an allonge to not because they don't want you to write on the instrument that under Title 12 it said I could just give them an allonge. So yeah, if you could give me that MBUSA number, that would help.
Yes, sir, I definitely have that ready. Do you have a pen and paper ready yourself?
Yeah, I have it.
All right, sir. So that number is 800-367-6372.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys, and like I said, I have nothing wrong with You guys work great. I've actually purchased an automobile before. It's just this time I know how it works, so I wanted to do it correctly. And you have a great day. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Mr. Joshua, it was my pleasure assisting you today. I do want to thank you again for choosing Mercedes-Benz Financial Services and also with doing marvelous business.
All right. Thank you.